This video is all about Nikke figures. No statues though, cause no time, money, nor space for that. Hopefully I'll be grabbing most of these, so keep an eye out for their reviews too. First up, we have Nendoroids. Rapi, our cover girl with her silly hat.
Commander.
Anise, objectively better than Rapi. Has her Anise face, very nice. Be sure to check out their full reviews too. There's also Neon, looks cute but far from my favorite. Okay, maybe I lied, maybe I'll skip her, I don't know, let's see. I do have bad self-control after all. She has her little skirt caught up in gun kind of thing. It's nice to see that they're leaning into the little details from the game. So I guess she has 3 skirt pieces. Good smile bonus is her foggy glasses. Much better than the paper crafts that Rapi and Anise came with. No offense to anyone who likes that kind of stuff. You could probably just print it out yourself, right? She comes with a regular stand, so not the new ones. And she'll likely come with a normal box as well. So at least the counters will have regular boxes. Marianne was also announced. Not much info on her, but it's OG Marianne and not Modernia. I expect she'll come with a normal Nendo stand and box too, to hopefully complete the counters set. Somewhat fresh announcements, we also have Dorothy and Viper. I guess these girls will have the new Nendoroid stand and box, unfortunately. Or maybe they'll give all the Nikkes just the original boxes, who knows. Probably not though, since we don't know when they're coming out. Of course, I'm sure they'll come with their guns. Hopefully Viper comes with her phone, and maybe Dorothy some armor parts for her transformation. Maybe that's a bit of a stretch though. But who knows? On to the quote-unquote proper figures. There's of course Figma Alice, who releases early 2025. She looks good, being one of the most popular girls I guess. Of course she'll be the first with an articulated figure. This is what she has, and her good smile bonus is her dizzy face. A must-have in my opinion. So they also opted for a leg swap instead of more articulation, which is a bit strange, but I guess it's fine, at least it's something. We have Marianne or Modernia. What should we call her in this case? This is a hyperbody based combat version I guess, hopefully releasing next month. Depending when you're watching, that's December 2024. She looks good, has pretty much everything she needs.
Yes, Commander!
She has a grand total of 4 faceplates, which is almost to SHF levels of inclusion sometimes. She has a visor thing and some weaponry. Very much looking forward to this one. Along the same lines, we also have First Affection Marianne by Snail Shell Studio, one of our favorite Chinese 1/12 waifu making companies.
Yes, Commander!
She'll be getting a relatively quick release, being June 2025, and I think they did a great job with this. She has soft goods, a shirt with magnetic buttons. Keen to see how this is in person. Sounds like a pretty cool idea though. Body looks quite basic, but also no complaints there. Chest is probably similar to Lustia, which you can check out in her full review if you're interested of course. Her face looks great, not 100% accurate to the illustration, but I think it's fine. Eye shape and mouth are slightly different. There are 3 faceplates, happy, neutral, and sad. The neutral and sad faceplates are quite similar. I think either changing the eye shape or the mouth shape a little bit more would have been a good idea. She has a commander doll of course, very cute. You can imagine there being gacha things with the commander dolls, can't you? Don't actually know if it's already a thing. She has a whole lower body swap similar to Alice, as well as double jointed knees like the other Snail Shell girls. She has hand swaps and bare feet swaps. Crazy. She also has her silly floating little gun thing, all for just under 10,000 yen. I mean, it's not that cheap, but I still think it's an absolute steal. Super excited for this one. The floating gun thing glows too, which is pretty cool. The one thing that I can point out is that due to her long hair, she probably has limited articulation, maybe similar to Lustia. But really, who cares? Also, look, she stole Anise's underwear. I think even if not for Marianne, this would be a great base body to use. And with the Marianne head being probably similar size to Eileen, you can likely swap it with a whole bunch of figures. But really, how could you not love this? Snail Shell promo shots are always fantastic as usual and give you lots of ideas to pose your figures. Of course, here's hoping companies like Snail Shell, Husky, and maybe even Kang Toys does some Nikke or just other gacha stuff in future. Okay, maybe not Kang Toys, they probably have their hands full. Moving on. Actually, you know what, Snail Shell, give us a Dorothy figure with full armor swap and a DX version or something. Alright, anyway. Next up, my personal favorite, Sake Girl Scarlet of course, in Figma form.
Lord.
Depending on when you're watching, pre-orders are currently open till January something. She is super duper expensive, probably the most expensive Figma I've ever gotten, oh well. As a non-stand user who usually prefers to balance his figures, I don't really know how to feel. I mean, look at all this stuff going on behind her, holy moly. She'll probably have a hard time standing even without hat and things, just look at her heels. But who knows, I've been surprised by heeled figures before. I guess the hat was too heavy due to the extra dangly bits, or they just maybe wanted to try something new instead of having a head swap like Ronin. Seems they wanted a cleaner look and not having a hole in her head or something like that. So it's held on by a stand arm, which is a little bit strange, but let's see how it is in person. She has a good amount of stuff, as she should for an asking price of 13,800 yen. I do really appreciate the inclusion of a drink with her though.
Fancy a drink?
Good smile bonus is her drunken or tired face. Another must-have in my opinion. Seems like Nikke Figma will all come with bonus faces. I mean, from a small sample size of 2 of 2. At least they're pretty useful, and I do love me some extra faceplates. She has a smile, angry, and embarrassed face. So apparently they really focused on her articulation with the double jointed knees and stuff like that. So she can crouch and somewhat avoid using the stand. However, the back of her hair doesn't look the best, but let's see how it goes. Next, we have some more hyperbodies. Anise looks excellent.
My turn?
Seems she has some good articulation with double jointed knees, but normal elbows though. I wonder how her hat is attached. If she's anything like Hyperbody Modernia, I expect her to come with her Anise face. I mean, how else would you get to an equivalent of 4 faceplates? Looking forward to more information on her. As well as that, red hood, also looks great. Same knees, probably similar elbows. Shame it's all plastic though. Bit of a waste of her jacket just being held like that, but it makes sense I guess. There is another version by Homoxian, which is a model kit. Not really a model kit guy myself, but the option is there for those who are interested. The face and things on this one seem to be a bit more accurate than the Hyperbody. But then again, I am very lazy, so we'll have to see. Speaking of kits, there's a bunch of Mad Hands garage kits. These are pretty exclusive and premium. First up from a while ago, there's an Anise. Looks a little bit funny, I guess, because the face is a bit small, but that's okay. Beggars can't be choosers. But now I guess we are getting the Hyperbody, so it doesn't matter. Her parts look like this. So it is colored, but may not be too accurate, and you do have to stick on the eyes and stuff like that. Along the same lines, there's also Viper. Same story, garage kit, build her yourself, do some painting if you like, stick the eyes, etc, etc. Hopefully maybe we get a proper Viper figure in future. Or maybe she's just stuck in Android jail. She does seem to be quite popular though. There's also Bunny Girl Rupee, who should be the newest of the 3. These must take so much work. A few strange ones. Mad Hands also has a bunch called Big Figures. To my understanding, these are also garage kits, but they are, well, big. There's a Noir, Rapunzel, and Black Shadow Scarlet. I think that's all of them. Let me know if I missed any. Of course, here is more Nikke stuff. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.
Moving on.